and fossil fuels.
With me.
Do your job. Declare a climate emergency and fossil fuels.
One at a time. You want her too?
And fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency 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 and fossil fuels.
You good? You all right?
Would you like to make a statement?
Joe Biden has a moral obligation to end fossil fuels and to take climate action seriously.
Declare a climate emergency and fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency and fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency and fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency and fossil fuels.
What were you trying to accomplish out here?
He's sending a message to President Joe Biden that he has a moral obligation as a Catholic to take action against fossil fuels and to protect our planet.
You good? Your handcuffs all right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Declare a climate emergency
And fossil fuels.
and stop suppressing protest by closing off the streets. This is not a legitimate law enforcement reason for closing the streets. There's no threats, there's no reasons why these arrests are going to be interfered with. You're just closing off public access to a street. You're abusing your authority and being very unprofessional. So please stop suppressing protest and being politically supportive of the fossil fuel companies. Please stop being the enforcers of the fossil fuel companies and enforce the Constitution. Declare a climate emergency.
And fossil fuels.
Declare a climate emergency. Declare a climate emergency and fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency and fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency.
Face this crisis. I hear the voice of my great granddaughter saying, keep it in the ground.
And fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency.
Thank you, Doug. We love you, brother. Thank you. Grandma Jill, we love you.
People gonna rise like the water. Thank you, thank you. Good trouble, good trouble.
People gonna rise like the water. Gonna face this crisis now. People gonna rise like the water. We're gonna face this crisis now. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying, keep it in the ground. People gonna rise like the water. I'm gonna face this crisis now. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying, keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. People gonna rise like the water. We're gonna face this crisis now. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying, keep it in the ground. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying, keep it in the ground. People gonna rise like the water. gonna face this crisis now.
Thank you, we love you. Thank you, we love you.
Can they hear the whistle? I like all the free, I like all the stickers. You did a great job yesterday. Great job. They're all in there. They're all in this one.
We love you! Thank you, Doug! Thank you, Redeem! Thank you, we love you. Thank you, we love you.
We're here at the White House protesting the call on Joe Biden to declare a climate emergency, keep his promise to move to end fossil fuels, and 3 courageous people. Doug Hughes, who's famous for landing a gyrocopter on the Capitol lawn in 2015 in protest against corruption of big money in politics. This is the first time he's risking arrest since he served his sentence. He was one arrested. Reverend Redeem Robinson, founder of All Souls Movement, and pastor of a church in Boston. He was arrested, and Jill Badass Grandma Ferguson, who inspired many people across the country. I think millions of people saw the video of her being violently arrested in a protest against Line 3 in Minnesota. And she was so courageous through that whole thing, inspired many people. So she came together, she was arrested. The 3 of them are being taken in. We expect they may be held overnight. And we're going to continue. We're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to be back Friday, back next Tuesday, back Wednesday. We're calling on everybody who can to go to New York for the March to End Fossil Fuels on Sunday the 17th, and to join the mass action there on the 18th, and to join us at the White House if they can, or if they can't go up to New York. This is a critical moment leading up to the UN Climate Summit on September 20th to push Biden to finally do what I believe and we believe he knows is the right thing to do, but needs to be pushed to do, and we're going to keep on fighting until that happens. You can go to White House Climate CD, whitehouseclimatecd.us, if you want to sign up to join or learn more.
Act with urgency, declare a climate emergency. Act with urgency, declare a climate emergency.
Multiple people filming.
Declare a climate emergency. Act with urgency, declare a climate emergency. Act with urgency,
Declare a climate emergency.
Act
With urgency, declare a climate emergency. Act with urgency.
Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels.
Declare a climate emergency.
End fossil fuels.
Declare a climate emergency.
End fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels. Declare a climate
You can't reattach it. You reattach it, you guys will get locked up or come out until 61D, right?
End fossil
Is that
fuels.
fair? Alright, I know, because I don't want to do paperwork. You guys are protesting, right? Yeah. Do the right thing. You guys got any type of permit or anything today? Permit, anything like that? Okay. I'll go and get some other information from you guys just so we put it out. We always do it with every demonstration group. Alright?
Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency. End fossil
What's your group name?
Declare a climate emergency.
Name? What's your group name?
Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels.
Do you have a specific group name?
For all.
For all?
Who's in charge here?
Declare a climate emergency.
Well, you can talk to me if you want to talk to somebody.
How many people do you expect today?
This is it.
This is it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are the people filming with you guys? 6, 7, 8. Let's call it 10 people.
We put down 100.
Sights and sound equipment today. You see, you got your bullhorn.
You said you're expecting 100?
And fossil fuels. Declare a climate
I got you.
emergency.
I got you, no problem.
Thank you.
Signs and sound. Any civil disobedience suspected. Just that was it. Just attaching to the fence. All right, I already told him. Do it again. We have other issues. Sight, sounds, equipment. Number of people, name a demo. Missing anything? How long do you plan on going for?
Until Biden declares climate emergency.
Well, like today.
I mean,
a couple
are you
hours,
asking
couple
us to
minutes.
leave, or?
No. We always ask this for everybody. Usually some people are like, oh, we're gonna hear it for only 30 minutes, and then they move on.
Okay.
If you don't have an expected end time, that's cool. No expected time.
Can you confirm that?
End fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels.
Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency.
And fossil fuels.
Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels.
Declare a climate emergency.
End fossil fuels.
Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels.
How do you want to progress with this? Take it down, we'll talk to him, and then
Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels.
All right, guys, we're going to have to take the sign down. Obviously, we can't attach the sign on here. It's that simple.
Declare a climate emergency. End fossil fuels.
Okay, we just can't have a sign attached, okay?
You can hold the sign, you can't put it on the fence.
You just can't attach it.
Declare a climate emergency.
You can hold the sign all you want, just don't put it on the fence.
Okay?
Declare a climate emergency.
We're not, just don't put it on the
You
fence.
just can't have it attached to the fence. You guys can hold it. No issue.
Climate emergency.
So this is the second time now, right? Second time.
Keep the sign up. Biden
Sign up.
Keep the sign up.
needs to read it.
Act with urgency. Declare a climate emergency. Act with urgency. Defend the climate emergency. Act with urgency. Declare a climate emergency. Act with urgency.
They're gonna keep on tying it up. I don't know.
President Biden has a moral obligation as a Catholic to protect the environment.
Are you going to keep putting it back up there and we give it back to you?
Follow your conscience.
What was that, ma'am?
President Biden has a moral obligation as a Catholic to protect the environment. In fossil fuel.
I need to stand behind you when you do that.
Oh, we give it back.
I'm not sure what they're doing.
27 is not the same group.
Act with urgency. Declare a climate emergency. Act with urgency. Declare a climate emergency.
Act with urgency.
Declare a climate emergency. Act with urgency. Declare a climate emergency.
One more opportunity. You're going to hang it back on the fence. If you're going to hang it back on the fence, we're going to take it. If you're not, then you can have it.
Well, I can't.
It's a fucking yes or no question, dude. It's just yes or no. So I'm not asking. We're not being. It's a yes or no.
I'm not mad at you either. Okay.
Take it.
Yep.
All right.
Where are we going with it?
Someone I can speak with.
I'm Badass Grandma, and I'm calling as Grandma Jill to Grandma Jill Biden. I need you to come on out, invite us in, and please talk about the climate emergency and our grandchildren. You have 7 grandchildren. I have 8 grandchildren, expecting a great-grandchild. We need to talk about this. This is a climate emergency. We all know it. The temperature of the water in Florida was 104 degrees. You need to wake up. We need to do something now. This is urgent. Please talk to Joe. Daily you get to see him. Invite us in. We'd love to talk to you about it. I'd like to talk about our grandchildren and our responsibility to them. I grew up in a beautiful world. I didn't have to worry about having asthma. I didn't have to worry about, the water being destroyed. The corporation Enbridge has dumped 1.2 million gallons of oil in the Kalamazoo River, and they're trying to do it right now with Line 5 in Wisconsin. They did Line 3 in Minnesota and breached 4 aquifers. Unrepairable. This is unsustainable. Water is life is not just a hashtag, it's a fact. Nothing can live without it. So it's our responsibility, Dr. Biden. You're a wife, you're a mother, you're a grandmother, you're an educator, and in the indigenous community, women are responsible to care for the water. So we need you to step up, Dr. Biden, and take a lead role in this with us. We would love that. Thank you.
If you stand up there, I'm closing the fence line. You're not going to be able to stay on the fence line. Take it down. I'm going to close the fence line if you hang it up there. Do not hang it up. I will close the fence line, and you're going to have to do it from over there.
We're here making a very simple demand to President Biden to act on your own beliefs. He said that the climate crisis is an existential threat to our nation and the world. President Biden said the climate crisis is an existential threat to our nation and the world. And if he believes that, as I believe he does, he's concerned about his grandchildren, then he needs to act on it and use the full powers of the presidency to declare a national climate emergency and send that symbol to the world. And then to keep his promise, as he said when he was campaigning, he would not allow any new fossil fuel infrastructure on federal lands. And he's gone back on that. So we're here to say, keep your promise, move to end fossil fuels, and act on what you believe and declare a national climate emergency. Don't delay. Every day that you do is a cost in lives. And we can't bear that cost anymore. And so we're here to say day after day, we can't wait. If we have to risk arrest, if we have to spend a day in jail for justice, we will do that for future generations. We will do that for those who are hurting now. We will do that for people that are grieving in Maui, who lost family members to the wildfire that never would have happened without climate change. We will continue this nonviolent struggle until you hear us and you act, declare a climate emergency, and end fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency, 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 end fossil fuels. Declare a climate emergency.